That's 2 out of 3.
Second Son takes place 7 years after what happened in inFamous 1, and people will reference characters from that game. It's not a requirement that you have played those games to play the new one, and if you have played those games, you might recognize some people in some cameos, but I can't tell you what they are, or it would ruin the joy of discovering them. We decided to put Second Son in Seattle because our studio is there, and we knew that we could, just by walking outside of our front door, get kind of perfect reference to make the city feel real, sound real, the culture of what people are dressed up like and how they, the sky looks. We wanted this foundation, this bedrock of reality, so we could just tear it up when we add in these superhuman abilities. If you have that foundation of reality, then the superhuman abilities will come off as more true. Seattle is different in that you have, frankly, some really cool weather effects. We have tons of rain in this new game, and it's really, really moody with fog and a rain-slick pavement that reflects the lights and reflects the world around you. It looks cool. Also, the architecture is kind of like from Gold Rush era. So there are a lot of kind of funky stone right up alongside more modern structures, and even some from the 1960s when Seattle hosted the World's Fair. That's where the Space Needle comes from, this concept of what tomorrow will bring, you know? And that's in the city, and it's kind of quirky. So in Second Son, there's absolutely a lot of incentive to explore the nooks and crannies. When you're playing as a neon-powered hero, it is not like playing as a smoke guy. Smoke guy is all about speed and getting in and getting out quickly, wailing on guys and zipping up the sides of buildings. As a neon player, the tempo is different. And what's cool about this, right, is that the game has these kind of wholesale mode shifts where it's kind of like another game inside the game. Each time you switch your powers, you have a different way to relate to the architecture around you or your enemies, and you have to master that. So it's not kind of one origin story where you're getting used to your smoke powers. It's a number of them. As we share what these new powers are and how you play them, you'll see. But it's really different from the previous inFamous games. Once you take a new power into your body, you can switch powers. We give the player the option. It's an open world game. It's a sandbox game. In the same way that we let you choose how you want to move through the environment or choose your moral standing, we also let you choose what kind of powers you want to use to tackle a situation. The DualShock 4 is a big advancement for the console. I'll tell you in all seriousness, like the joysticks are the thing. The triggers are the thing. First-person shooters are going to be way better because of the new controller. Some other aspects of the DualShock that are cool is it has a speaker in it, so when people talk to you, you can hear it directly in your face, like somebody really talking to you. And then there's the touchpad, and the touchpad, I'm sure people will think is sort of like an added-on thing, but if you really think about it, this is so common in our everyday life right now that if you were to give a DualShock 4 to your mom, who I'm sure is an avid video gamer, she'll be more comfortable with the touchpad than the joysticks and the buttons, which you view as kind of like a saxophone in complexity. We're used to this interface. It's an interface that is effortless. So if you want to navigate menus or do things, it's a no-brainer.